What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, I've been kind of busy lately, and also I've been engulfed in NBA. I'm so into what's going on in the NBA right now. So unfortunate that Steph Curry looks like he might miss some time, in this series. And I feel like all of these series have just been really good. Underdogs have been winning. Anyways, what we're here to talk about in this video is JASMY coin, because I saw a post recently talking about the top of JASMY, and is this the top where we're currently seeing it, which makes no sense to see or say that where JASMY coin is right now in price is at the top, because it's already experienced a previous top that was higher than where it is now. So has it already reached the top? That's maybe something that's in discussion for a lot of people, but you can't physically say that where it is right now is this the peak of where it's going, and it's just never going to go any higher. So we're going to get into JASMY coin. We're going to talk about, what I own, as well as where it is and where I think the top is going. I think that's the most important piece, because that's what the video is about. So if you guys could, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. You can check out Patreon, Twitter, all my links for my other channels. I'm trying to get those kind of up and running and on a schedule. It's been a little bit difficult at times because of, family and, trying to make sure I remain, present in their presence and with them, rather than answering comments and making videos and all that stuff. I want to make sure I'm there for them. So it's been a little bit difficult, but I'll try and keep things on a schedule, whether it's a short schedule or it's something that's a more consistent thing that happens over the long term. So anyways, feel free to check out those links down below for Patreon, Twitter. I also have a link for BTCC if you guys are interested in a platform that I think honestly is a very, very good platform. I've been using it for 8-9 months at this point. It's just a fantastic platform. BTCC, you can get a 10% deposit bonus when you use my link, as well as extra bonuses up to $10,055, 40% lower trading fees, and you can get you can trade up to a 500x leverage if you wanted to. Now, I don't recommend it, but you can if you want to. You can trade leverage trading, you can trade outright, and you can also demo trade. So everything that you really want to do, you can do it on this platform. Feel free to check it out. Link is down there in the description, at the top of the description, actually. So if we look at where JASMY coin is right now, JASMY coin currently stands at 1.5 cents. It is up by 2.6% on the day. $32 million worth of volume, which only gives you a 4% volume to market cap ratio. Speaking of market cap, the market cap stands at a $760 million market cap. That's not in the billions, we're in the millions. We're sitting at a very low price right now when it comes to, JASMY coin, a very popular position. Total circulating supply. Total supply is 50 billion. Circulating supply is 49.44 billion. If we look at the last day, again, it's down by 2.6 or up by 2.6. It's down by 6.5 in the last 7 days. The last month, it's down, or it's up by 60%. And in the last year, it is down by 19% from that 1.9 level all the way to 1.5 level. We did reach a almost 1.6 level, back in 2024, at the end of 2024 in December. And we saw that rise. We saw it push up from very, very low prices all the way up to these levels, which is fantastic to see. And even at those levels, before it decided to increase, it got up to 4 cents, but then decreasing back down to 1.5 and then increasing up to 6 cents. So are we going to see that kind of happen again, where it goes from 1.5 to 6 to 10 to 12 to 20, all of those? Now, bringing our attention to kind of that conversation that people have had. Getting to a top point, a peak point, means that you fully understand that JASMY coin has done everything that it could possibly do. What are some of the things we haven't seen yet right now? We haven't seen altcoin season happen yet. We haven't seen JASMY coin get fully implemented or be adopted by different businesses and models and all that stuff, right? We haven't seen the full implementation of what this is, right? So without seeing that, how can we possibly say that JASMY coin is at its top? Especially where we stand now, right? At 1.5 cents, how can we say that that is the peak point? to say that it's never going to experience anything more than what it already has experienced, even though it hasn't really released any type of brand new things, right? Partnerships, yes, you have partnerships and you have different things that are implemented there and different connections and ways, but it's not fully implemented in any of those cases, right? So without seeing altcoin season, without seeing the money that's flowing into these smaller positions rather than Bitcoin, you can't physically say that this is over, right? It's just beginning. We haven't seen anything really hit their peaks. We've seen JASMY coin reach a peak market cap that it's ever been to, which what was a almost a $3 billion market cap, which is phenomenal. But I see it at a level of a 10x from there at minimum, right? A 10x from those levels as we can see altcoin season happen. And I think that's what really matters is, are we and when are we going to see altcoin season? And when we do, we can expect JASMY coin to be worth so much more in the end, just like many other actual utility or actual projects that can be utilized. So when I look at my JASMY coin, yes, I do have 900,000 JASMY coin in my possession, right? 899,990 because I did transfer over 100,000 to my Ledger wallet to sit there forever to be a forever balance, depending on what JASMY coin can be, what is the unknown, what's going to be unexplored, what's unexplored now that's going to be explored later, right? I have about $13,706.85 worth in my possession, which is currently up $10,200 on what I decided to invest, right? Everything else is sitting over in my my Ledger wallet, and I'm happy about that, and I can't wait for that to grow. But JASMY coin is not done. To say that it's reached its peak point, that's not it. Now, if I was to explain where I believe its peak point is going to be, I've explained this, right? I don't think a $50 billion market cap is out of the question. When you talk about something that is potentially the Bitcoin of Japan, when you talk about something that is essentially the biggest coin that you could possibly have within that country, like that's something that you look at and you go, this is going to be huge. This is going to be massive, right? There's nothing else that you can put there to say, this is the next thing. No, JASMY coin is that thing, right? So when we look at that and I see a 6 cent price, that's not making me tempted to sell. I invested $4,000 to get this to a 6 cent price means that I gained $56,000 on what I have there, what I invested there. $56,000 extra. And what did I decide to do? Absolutely nothing with it. And the reason why I decided to do absolutely nothing with it is because I understand you're trying to pinch pennies to save dollars. You're trying to cut that off. And yes, you can time the market. You can try and time it as best as possible and probably profit in the end. And know that crypto has reacted that way because it is such a speculative market. But the way that I've been taught to invest, I have my day trading funds where I'm looking to do all that quick stuff with a shorter or smaller amount of money versus the longer term, right? Higher risk investments, thousands upon thousands of dollars that go in there that could grow at a consistent rate over time. Not just over a short period, but over time. That's what matters in the end. So where's my peak point? I surely believe this is going to get to a $50 or $75 billion market cap. So my peak point, yes, could be worth even more depending on different things that happen, right? My peak point is looking at a $75 billion market cap. So at this level of circulating supply, that would be somewhere around a $1.50 price point. That's where my point is, to where you can say this is the top. But does that mean that that is the top price? I'm more associated with market cap because that's why that 100,000 is sitting over there, because that $75 billion market cap at the short term could mean $1.50. At the long term could mean 10, 20, 30, 40, however many dollars, depending on the overall supply that's actually out there in circulation. You saw everything that happened in the beginning. It was worth $4 or so in the beginning because it had lower supply. So who's to say that we won't see that happen again with a lower supply, but just majority of that supply is actually held up or burned or something for that matter. Guys, I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you believe JASMY coin is going to have significant growth? Do you believe that the peak point has already been seen? You believe it's 6 cents is the peak point, it's never coming back, or 1.5 cents is the peak point? Let me know what your thought process is. But hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, check out the links down below for Patreon, Twitter, and for BTCC. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.